friends, I'm Beth from Crafty Beths, and today I wanted to go ahead and kind of go over the things that we have learned. Last week we did do the pillowcase. This week we're going to go over some of the sewing machine items that we need to have with us. Either need them or just want them, but I would say let's go with the items that we do need. I do have a book here that I want to share. You guys remember this book? I want to share with you guys some of the pages that I think that you would be interested in seeing. Now I know there's plenty of new ebooks out there about sewing and stuff, but if we learn the basics, we can get ahead in learning more about the machines. I also at the end want to share with you 2 sewing machines that I found at the thrift store just this morning. Now they are older models, but they still work, and I just want to show you and share with you how you can get a thrift store $20 sewing machine to work with you. So we'll be doing that as well. Let's go through some of the pages in the book, and then we'll jump on to one of the machines. I did get 2. I'll show you both, but we'll go over one of them first. Okay, let me turn you guys around, and here we are. Okay, so here we are with our complete guide to sewing, and I know it's an old book, but we're gonna go right past that and we're gonna go ahead and open it up, and we are gonna go into the first page. Of course, you have your table of contents, necessities. Always go through that and see what you need. In our first page, we're gonna go ahead and look at this page here. Let me just move it back a little. There we go. And there's some rulers here. This here, it is a adjustable skirt marker, and I have that. I forgot to bring it, but I do have one of these. And there's some more rulers here. You've got your tape measure, your transparent T-square, dressmaker's gauge, your hem gauge, French curve. I do not have one of these, but I would love to have one of these, and a yardstick. Those are the rulers that are available, and you only need to get the ones that you are going to use for your project. Here's another page in the book that has your marking tools and your scissors or cutting, and we have all sorts of different types of scissors here and marking tools here. If you guys want to pause the video and look at that, go right ahead. On the next page, we are going to have like more of an instructional on the thread, and I want you guys to just pause the video and look at the threads that you need, of course, when you're ready. Do not buy all of these threads. Buy the ones that you are going to use in your project. For the pillowcase, it is a cotton fabric. You can use either cotton thread or polyester thread. Polyester is more flexible. Cotton is more, the word can be used stiff. And here are your pins down below. I use a lot of this type here. The ballpoint, I have a lot of those. I think I have one, let me show you, one of a T-pin. And that is your T-pin. And then here is your color ball point. If you guys can see that, move you down a little. There you are. Okay, push you back up a little. So those are the 2 types that I use. I do have these, the flat pins. I don't use them. I find that they get lost really easily when I'm sewing. But let me show you how tiny they are. Let me see if you can see that. So yeah, very tiny. I don't use those. These would only be for thicker fabric materials. And it tells you here, brass, steel, and stainless steel. What kind of pins you need. You don't need them all at the same time. The needles, hand sewing needles. And here we are. And I'm doing this so you guys can get an idea of the things that you might want to have in your sewing kit. You don't need them all. If you're not gonna sew tapestry, you don't need that one. Just get what you need. Let's turn the page. And here's our sewing machine needles. There's a front view, the top, the shaft, the groove, the eye, and the point. This is what makes the difference when it comes to what material you are sewing. If you are sewing thicker material, there's different needles, and I believe I showed you last time what needle you will need for your machine. So there's your needles. Here are some other little tools, essential tools, I believe that you should have in your kit. And I'll show you which ones I mean. Your seam ripper, your needle threader, your thimble, and a pin cushion. Those are kind of the main ones that you might need. Take a pause, look at that page as well. I didn't go over the bobbins. There is different types of bobbins. And the machine today that I'm going to show you and share with you, I will show you what kind of bobbin it uses and the housing that it has. But you got your metal ones, you got your plastic ones, you got your metal with many, I think you saw this last time, many little holes. I don't know the difference, but there's different bobbins. That one I have not seen. I have these three. And let's go to the next page. Sewing supplies, okay? And this is more of an in-depth on the zippers, what you're going to need if you're going to sew a zipper on any garment that you make, or anything, even a pillowcase. If you want to make some pillows have liners that you want to have right before the pillowcase, and that would keep like hypoallergenic or to keep it waterproof, depending on where you might need that zipper. These are the styles, the weights, the structure, and the lengths. I always have the big ones, the long ones, and then I just cut them because they're nylon. Here's some more essential things that you might come across. Your buttons, different types of snaps and hooks, and the tools that you're going to need here to put the eyelets. And we can go over that in another project. We'll be doing this, I believe, through the summer, going through some projects that I'll be making. And I will let you know what we're going to be making, so you have time enough to get your materials that you need. And some more supplies to have on hand. Some bias tape if you're going to do something that needs that. Some lace that you might want to go ahead and use as well. These are all different types. So go ahead, let me get this straight and go ahead and pause the video so you can see every one of these. Okay, so there's that. And then you have your elastics. What type of elastic do you need? You want to make a pair of pants, some shorts for the summer. Right now we're going through a heat wave, I suppose. It is February and we have 90-degree weather or 80-something degree weather. It feels hot. Let's see where I'm at right now. It is 81 degrees in the shed. So shorts are in my mind right now. That's why I say, you know, what kind of elastic you're going to need. And I do have plenty of elastics. We'll go through that again as we go through the projects. In another video, I'm not going to say next video, because next video I want to show you more of the machines, and we're going to be cleaning them because they are very, very, very dirty. So we're going to be cleaning the machines, but we're going to go through your ironing, and I know there's a lot of very expensive irons. I'm going to tell you to start off so you can start liking things, get an iron that is comfortable for you. Look at the features, look at the reviews, and buy yourself an iron that is going to help you do your project. But that is part of the machine. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring over the machine, and I've got two. I have a JCPenney one, and I have the brand White that I want to go ahead and bring to you so you guys can see in what condition it is and what we can do to it. So let's go through that, getting to know more of our sewing machines. Some of us have the more computerized, new-aged machines. Some of us don't. Some of us have thrift shop machines. And I'll bring you right back. Okay. So here's the first one. And this is the case. This is how I got it. It is very disgusting and I do need to clean it. I'm going to take this case outside and give it a really good scrub. They named it Brady. But we're gonna name it Penny because it's the JCPenney one. Okay, now let me show you the price on it. That's what I paid for. And then it also has it at the top. I know you can't see it complete because it's in the box. But let me go ahead. And there she is. Miss Penny. Okay. And this is what the petal looks like. If you're not afraid of a little work, you know, always check if it's going to need a lot of work. But if it's just cleaning and probably dusting it and oiling it, it's a good machine. Here's a manual that comes with it. I'll put that to the side because we don't need that right now. Always read your manuals, but I just wanted to show you one of the two that I got. The other one is a brand white, and it does have some tape there. There must have been something that goes there. It's just like a little lid. We'll see what I can find in the garage. Looks like the oil goes in there. So we'll just clean it up. But what I wanted to show you is, let's see if you can see that. Oh, sorry about that. JCPenney 7014 sells all professional and home use stitches. New thread take-up lever for easy threading. Okay, I don't know what that means. Easy converts from flatbed to free arm. Twin needle stitching for decorative stitches. And it has that capability if you have a double needle. It has your tension. I haven't played with it much. It has your simple stitches, your straight stitch, zigzag stitches. You can move the needle with this, and it moves the needle. See if you can see that. That one's on the right, that one's on the left, and that one's right in the middle. And then you have the stitch length, and you've got 0, this one, 1, 2, and 3. I still haven't figured out how. Okay, so it's gonna be here. So if you want the this one, I suppose I gotta get the names of all this. And then you have 4, and then for reverse you push in. Okay, not hard. It does work. It doesn't have the upper thread. I did try it out, but it has this kind of cord, kind of coily cord, and a regular, looks like this was brand new, or it's original, but it was kept very good condition. Your wheel on the side, which is, you know, pretty normal for most of them, other than the other ones that have the big ones. I have not, and I do not believe that it has an on and off switch. Even the manual says to change the needle or do anything, make sure that your electricity, you have disconnected your cord. I don't believe, the only switch that I found is for the light, and that's right there. But let me turn it on for you. Okay, and there's a light. Let's see if you can see it. Off, on. So that's the only switch that I have found. It does have your guide at the top, and then it comes with this neat little case here. It's very, very dirty, guys. I'll wash my hands after this, and I'm gonna give it a good clean. It opens this way. Oh, it's the other one. Okay, so you have your little arm here that you can always remove, and then you just open your case like that. And when you open the case, you're gonna find all these little goodies in there. And this is the double needle. that you can use. It's got some other flax there. And more of these things, and I'm pretty sure, now stick that in there for your double threading, if you guys can see that. Right here, it's a double thread. Let me get you up a little. Okay. And there you are. You can see a little bit better there. But you have your extra thread, little handle, and to wind your bobbin, you're going to go here and go around, I believe here, and then just go that way. Easy. Or I think you put it here. I'll look at the manual. But it does have a couple of things in here. A couple of needles that I'm 80-20. Hoping that they still work. Now down at the bottom, let me bring you closer to this, because all the bobbins are different. I showed you the other machine how here, right in there, is your bobbin casing. I don't know if it's gonna, come on, focus. Okay, and what you do, you pull this out, and there's your bobbin, and this one has all the little holes. And what you do with this one, of course it doesn't have the upper thread. Here's a tension. You see that little one here? That little screw controls your tension. So you tighten it or loosen it. Now you just take your thread on this side. You see the thread? Okay, so you're going to put it in here. And then you let go of it, and then when you hear the snap, okay, and of course with the thread, do the same thing. You bring your wheel forward, but we would have to play with it. I don't think anything else opens. And we'll get to play with it, find out more about it. I don't want to make this video long, but there you have it. You can find these sewing machines. In next week's video, we're going to be going over the other sewing machine and maybe cleaning them, threading them, getting them ready, and testing out the tension and everything like that. So stay tuned until next week. Okay guys, until next time, stay tuned because we have a lot of exciting things to go through, and one of the things is the sewing machine and the other sewing machine that I have on the floor that you guys both saw. These machines just sitting here waiting for us to come back and to get to know them more. And that is part of the classes that I've always been thinking of doing, is to show you what you can do with older machines, and how much you don't have to spend and how much you can spend and still enjoy learning how to sew. Crafty Beth says bye for now.